What's going on, everybody? This is Jesse Carter over at the Pro Wrestling Shoot podcast, and you are listening to Conrad Cushman and Everything Pro Wrestling. And Derek, I'm with you, my man. Fuck trios matches.
Folks, welcome to Everything Pro Wrestling. Everything Pro Wrestling is a show by the fans, for the fans. I'm your host, Conrad Cushman, being joined tonight by my esteemed colleague, partner in crime, co-host, Derek. What is going on, D?
What up? What up? How's everybody feeling tonight?
Chat, let us know. We are going to be discussing AEW Dynamite that just went off the air for May 4th. May the 4th be with all of you. And we're going to talk Dynamite and a little bit of the new AEW video game. Fight Forever is the title. We're going to get into all that and such. So make sure you guys stick around and we'll talk about it.
Everything pro wrestling, they can never be you. Listen to the podcast here for the people. The best show that's here, so listen in. Let the knowledge begin. The opinion and the lesson. Yes, everyday pro wrestling, they can never be you.
All right, we'll get out the usual business here at first. Folks, you guys already know we're sponsored by Manscaped, and every little thing that we can do to get some help on this podcast is greatly appreciated. So if you guys go to manscaped.com, put in our promo code EPW show, you'll probably usually get some better treatment than my jokes are tonight that I usually have for Manscaped. We got promo code EPW show, save 20% and get free delivery on all your Manscaped needs. I highly recommend that Lawnmower 4.0. Definitely keeps you trimmed and ready to win. Powerslam.tv also has the same promo code EPW show. You guys get 1 free month of independent wrestling on us. They got a lot of things on there that will have you covered. It's a different independent pro wrestling device app that you can use. So go to PowerSlam Wrestling Network, powerslam.tv, and check them out. We're going to keep it simple tonight. I don't know if you guys know this, but I'm not feeling very well. This show was actually up for debate of being canceled, but I'm a soldier for you guys. I decided to fight on through, and that's what we're going to do. So let's get it in. We got a bunch of people here in the chat. BJ, first one in, saying, what's up, y'all? What's going on, BJ? B-Boy Skyline says, yo. What's going on, Jordan? Matt Lopez says, good evening, all.
Good evening.
Deanna says, hey. What's going on, Deanna? Positively E, my man Eric came in here saying, fight forever. Jesus De Leon. What's going on, Jesus? What up, Conrad? What up, Derek? They're all showing some love. John L. Jackson has joined us. What's going on, John L? I see you, bro. I see you. What's good, man? Azan said, I'm back from my 1 week suspension. I'm glad to see everyone. I hope you're doing better, Conrad. I'm trying to, bro. I'm trying. Chucky said, fight forever, my ass. You need to cool it, Chuckaroo. Relax. Have some fun. Had to tell people on Reddit to watch your interview with Brian. They don't know Ukes was fired after WWE 2K19 and think they caused 2K20. Cap. Yeah.
Right.
A lot of people don't do their research and homework, E. You know how this goes. Eric Douglas in the house. Surprised by Serena getting a shot before someone who almost had a year-long reign. Yeah, but Deeb's earned it, though. Deeb has been putting in. Rob in the house saying, yo, what's good, Rob?
Yo.
Papa 40 and grab your shorty. Brooklyn. Serena Deeb versus Rosa. Yeah, a lot of people are excited about that. The women did close out the show tonight. Now, listen, we're going to get into Dynamite, and I don't know how long my voice is going to hold up or whatever, but we've got the red cup of goodness here. And we're going to try to hang in as much as we can. Derek, did you get a chance to check out this AEW video game?
Yes, sir. Looking pretty good.
Right? Let's see here. A lot of people don't watch anything other than AEW or WWE. That's a fact. And some people, it's harder to get them into it, man. And I had a good conversation today with Casey, actually, about Impact Wrestling and how hard it is to get people to come back to it. Because you remember at one point, Derek, I swore it off too. Like, I'm not watching this anymore. They made me so mad that I was like, I'm done. But eventually I came back. And maybe that's why Derek's on that train too. Like, nope, not watching anymore. But it's difficult to do that. So I do recommend people go out of their way though to check out some different promotions if you get the chance. I want Derek to see this AEW New Japan pay-per-view, so he'll develop some new favorites, and I think he'll have some fun with this show.
You already know what's going down, bro.
It's going to be some good stuff here. Sapphire King, what is going on? Thank you for joining us. And yes, how Sapphire, my sweet Sapphire, how could I forget you? Thank you for coming back in. It's been a while. Just stopping in to say what's up. I'm working late, so I can't watch it live. That's all right, Craig. Leave your thoughts in the comment section. Comments always help the videos. Leaving a like helps the videos. Subscribing helps the videos. You guys know what to do. Thoughts on Roderick Strong asking for his release? He ain't getting it. They ain't gonna let you have the whole undisputed era in AEW. They're not going for that right now.
No,
they don't want that. But man, everybody, Hogan ran wild on Impact. Somebody said, yeah, he ran wild with that money too. ESW in Buffalo is having Jay Lethal. Yes. But Sapphire says she's got something to say. Put it in. Let us know. Put it down in the chat. Love to hear what your thoughts are. But Derek, let's get into this this video game talk real quick. And if you guys have thoughts on it too, please let us know. We saw some of the stuff that they added to the game today, Derek. And I really want to hear your thoughts first, because the people never really get to hear your thoughts on the video game. But here is Chris Statlander, who was added into the game, got her screenshot up there. Personally, Derek, some of it looks really good. I don't know. There's things I like. There's things I don't like. More so the new stuff. But what did you think of Chris Statlander's model here?
At first, first initial sight, I was like, okay, that looks a little wonky a little bit. But then when you look at this one, I'm like, okay, yeah, that definitely looks like her. So once you got into the actual live reveal, then it was like, oh, okay. It looks good now. So I think like the initial first sight was like a little jarring a little bit, but then once you saw it, it's like, okay, I got you. I see where you're at.
Right. And the video game was also announced by Evil Uno that Fight Forever is the confirmed name right now for the game. We saw Chris Statlander. This was her in motion to hit her finisher on Nyla Rose. Nyla Rose was the other character reveal, but we do get playable referees in the game, Derek. Aubrey Edwards is the official. Yes. I thought that was pretty dope.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Just to have playable referees in there, it's new to me. I like it. It's what needs to happen. From what they've showed in the videos so far of the other reveals, like this looks like it'll be a pretty good looking game, but yet it's not finished. So we have yet to see what it really looks like. But from initial sight, I'm impressed.
Now, right here, Derek, it says that the gameplay footage is not final, like you said. But I do like that Aubrey, when you look at this specific screenshot that we're looking at, Aubrey's got her hands on her legs. She's very attentive, and I like that. That's different than how the WWE games has their officials. And other games don't even have officials sometimes. And I really like what they did here. And I hope that they add more of the referees. I hope that they're able to just continue adding stuff into this game. And I'll pull up the next picture. I thought Nyla Rose's model was excellent. I thought Nyla Rose looked really good. Like when you first saw it too, like I didn't realize until I saw this screenshot. I was like, oh, this looks badass. Like this looks good. This is what she would say. Surprise, bitch. This was good.
Yeah,
I like it.
Yeah, this definitely hit the spot. Once this one came up, I was like, oh yeah, that's cold. That's definitely how Nyla Rose looks. This model looks pristine and proper.
Right. Right here, this is where Nyla is actually removing the mask that she wears. You can see the entrance and stuff. Now, I do have a fear, Derek, that the entrances are going to be like these short ones. Do you remember how like WrestleMania 2000 and No Mercy were? You got like the quick clips of them. I feel like that's what the entrances are going to be, because we haven't seen anybody really walk down the ramp.
No. Yeah. I thought about that too after watching. I'm like, I really hope that they give them an opportunity to walk down so we can actually see what they're, how it looks on the way down. I mean, if we don't get that, I won't say it'll make or break the situation, but I will say if we don't get it, then presentation better be A+.
I think they're more focused about the in-ring stuff. That was the main thing I took away from this, bro. Like a lot of people were talking about graphics. And I think they kind of were just like, dude, the graphics, we can't compete with 2K. We're never gonna have those amazing graphics in game. I get it. I understand it. But that's going to be the first thing that people are going to want to compare to. Are you able to replicate that? But right here is a prime example. Nyla Rose, one of her signature moves is a knee off of the top rope onto her opponent laid across the top rope. They have shown moves that the people have, and those moves can be different. Like they can be your signature. They can be just a move that you do, a signature move all the time. They've got the moves in the game right now. And they updated the middle turnbuckle pad to say TBS. There's things in here that I'm like, okay, this could be interesting. This should be good.
Oh yeah, definitely. With them having all those little intricate details makes it a lot easier, and it makes it a lot easier for us to want to dive into it. Like, oh, okay, so they put that in there. Let me see what else did they put in. You pay more attention to what's in the game instead of just jumping into it and be like, all right, let's just play. But then you get up in there, you're like, whoa, okay, all right. So I see what you did there.
All up in it like some Smucker's jelly. Insider joke between me and Derek. If you don't know, don't ask. But greatest game of basketball ever. Why did Roddy resign? Roddy resigned when it was still black and gold NXT and Triple H was in charge. I don't blame him. He didn't know this was happening the way it would.
Nah, yeah. I mean, can't blame him.
Ace is in the house.
Yep.
Sapphire and Dusty, always. Sapphire said, why the blank was Slapjack let go from WWE? I guess they just couldn't figure out what to do with the person. I mean, they tried 2 or 3 different gimmicks and it just wasn't working. I think they were done after TM61. Once they got that first injury, they were never the same again, sadly. Marco will grow a foot long before Roderick gets his walking papers. Damn, Matt Lopez. Because F that money positively, E. The first round, we get a dream match. I am not happy about it. Yeah, sadly. I don't think that's going to change. Roddy's going to get renamed Rod Breaker on the main roster, and they're going to be the Breaker Brothers. You cut it out. It's Sapphire. I don't know. Did someone else spell it wrong? 1P. Let me see here. Now he's got that F money is on. Tell Seth Rollins to stop making them trash outfits. Listen, bro, I'm one of the worst people. I don't like the Rollins gimmick. I think he's a talented wrestler. Good dude. I don't get what he's doing though. Yeah, E said it's on PC. That's a good thing. And hopefully they support mods in their game. Let some of these creators create stuff for you, bro. I don't know if you're big into like mods and all that, Derek, but I think it's cool to look at them.
Oh yeah, no, I think the mods are pristine and proper. Like you got some really good people who can replicate some of these wrestlers that are out here and some of the old ones. Yeah, let them have a go at it. Like this will boost your game. I mean, granted, I know you can't slap a contract on them and be like, listen, hey, we'll hire you if you do all this, but it is what it is. But let them shine.
Right, Ace, what's going on, Ace? He said, game looks fire so far. What's the roster for the game looking like? And I'm glad you brought that up. So right now, Derek, we're going to kind of do a little rumor mill on this. And I promise you guys, we're going to go through Dynamite. But I think tonight, me and Derek are probably going to be like flying through it pretty fast for the most part. If there's something that didn't grab our attention, keeping it moving tonight. But going through it, Derek, what I've seen, hold on, I'm pulling up our Facebook page. Perfect time for you guys to go and check us out or on Facebook and show us some love on there. Also on Twitter at EPW Show. TikTok. We got a Discord now. We're everywhere, baby. So make sure you guys are checking us out in the drum.io link below. Where is the list that I had here? Here we go. 411 Mania. I'm going to give them some credit for the notes that we have here. So it looks like there's going to be some notable omissions from the game. So they're going in telling people this. Like, there's going to be people missing, but they're going to have a roster of 50 people. There's 120-ish, I want to say, on the roster. So we're going to be missing about 70 people right now, but I'm sure they're going to have to put the people who are signed in. You're going to get your Kenny Omegas. You're going to get the Bucks. You're getting Punk, Danielson. I would imagine all those guys are going to be in the game. Cole. It's going to be tough, bro. I don't know. I don't know who gets cut.
Man, honestly,
but you got DLC. Like, if they're going to have a good DLC plan, take advantage.
Yeah, I think at this point in time, bro, you're gonna get your main core of pretty much, I would like to say, who really started AEW, and then like later on you're gonna get the other people, but right now you're just getting the main stables of AEW, which is fine with me. I mean,
but they're adding Punk in them though, bro. Like, I think your name value matters though enough. If you bump people out of the way and you're like a main eventer and you're always on television, I think you're safe.
Yeah, absolutely. For them to add in Punk, I think that was a player move for them to do that because he's
been gone.
Yeah, for having him been gone for so long and now he's back. Why wouldn't you have him in the game like that? I think that would strike a chord with people if they didn't put him in there.
Yeah, so right now Kenny looks like he's been going above and beyond to try and help everything that's been going on with the game. AEW music producer Mikey Ruckus has given a lot of the stuff. The rumor publisher right now, Derek, is THQ Nordic. A lot of people thought THQ was gone, but they did keep a Nordic office. So they're saying that's the producer. We don't really have any details on that. That wasn't announced today as well. There's a lot to be done in terms of polish on the game. So if you guys are looking for the greatest models and stuff, they're still working on them. And it's still rumored to be released in September is what they would like to have happen. The models remind me of Def Jam Vendetta, cartoonish, colorful, and then paws. Yeah, they do have bigger hands still, I think. Not going to lie, I'm still questioning a bit by the janky move on hits. I know it's not final, but it scares me with them wanting a fall release. We're closer to it than people would think. I'm telling you, BJ. Derek, you didn't like the movements either, like of the slams, kind of how it like.
Yeah.
Like, I think they're trying to make you feel the impact of what's going on in there.
Yeah. After watching it again, I'm like, okay, wait a minute. That's probably them trying to do the impact and stuff like that. So you're looking at the move, so it's like a little shaky, but you get like, I had to think about it because I remember playing some games that actually had that actual kind of movement in it, and I really enjoyed the game, so like it didn't bother me. So, but it's been a long time since playing those games and seeing that kind of animation in it. So it took me back for a second, but I'm like, oh, okay, wait a minute.
Like, I was watching Here Comes the Pain and like how Brock did the F5. They kind of jumped too, though. Like, you just don't notice it. This one's very noticeable, though, when you're looking at it. It's like, boom, strike, boom, strike. Right. But a lot of wrestling's more strike-based now, too. Right. BJ mentions a lot of the stuff with Kenny scares him. Now, I don't know if I sent you this full thing, Derek, but coming from SGO, shout out to Mike Straw, wishing you a speedy recovery, brother, fellow Western New Yorkian, if that's even a proper terminology. Mike Straw wrote an article today saying that AEW Fight Forever has been in development for 2 years. And I'm skipping over a lot of this stuff, but he has sources that have indicated the relationship between Yuke's and AEW, specifically Kenny Omega, isn't in the best place at the moment. According to those close to the game's development, Omega found himself frustrated and hating working with Yuke's. One person even claimed that it came across at times like Yuke's was trying to take advantage of an inexperienced Omega in this position. They have went over budget, and Tony Khan has put more money into the game after the fact. And a lot of people are just not happy with what Yuke's has been able to do. So one of the larger impacts of the budget was the roster size. SGO was able to confirm the report that the roster size is to feature about 50 wrestlers at launch. AEW does want to increase the roster size via DLC post-launch due to the game not being made for a yearly release. That's a positive. You're going to get multiple DLC packs possibly. However, before committing to a fully fledged DLC plan, though, Derek, Ukes is pushing that they want a long-term agreement. So Ukes is trying to strong-arm them at the same time, saying, well, we need a long contract from you. And I don't think they're going for it. If you've done this and Kenny's not happy, why would they give you a contract? So It sounds like there's some problems going on between both of these. And this is what BJ was talking about. And someone said it can be repaired, but it comes down to desire. If the two sides, if either side doesn't want to continue, then AEW is going to look for a new partner, which could be the thing.
Honestly, bro, I mean, in my opinion, Ukes is not in the position to be strong arming anybody. Sorry, you don't.
They got
don't
the experience. That's what they're trying to use in their belt buckle.
True, but that experience has failed you over the last couple years. You just got lax, got lazy, and thinking, oh well, we're Ukes and we could do whatever. Well, I'm sorry, it just don't happen that way, bro. Ukes, it just don't happen that way.
Yeah, so we'll be following this, all the scenes that are coming up with this. But so do we think it's coming out in September or late holiday 2022? Derek, I'm going to let you give your prediction on that. I think it gets pushed back a little.
Yeah, especially after hearing that, I would like to say that it's probably going to be pushed back because they may.
Zahn said, "Give me Jose."
They may push it back just to get another group in there. Like, listen, let's handle what they didn't handle, so we can make this game the best game possible.
Good points. I hope they put Swerve in the game. Like I said, dude, this may be a lot of DLC coming up for it. That striking system looks horrendous, Rob says. Gotta play it sometimes though, bro. I'm telling you, like sometimes we look at this stuff, I'm like, ooh, this doesn't look too good. Right. Like think about when you first saw World Tour or whatever wrestling game that you like. Think about the commercials and stuff where you like, ooh, these look kind of blocky. Like I used to say that about WrestleMania 2000, like the games look blocky. I used to say about 2K basketball too. Like I'm like, oh, I prefer live. And then it changed. You flip because you're like, yeah, this game plays way better. I wonder if Cody's going to be in the game. I don't think Cody's going to be in.
No, that was probably the first pull plug right there. Like, nope.
And Matt Lopez with the money quote of the night. He says, "I can handle the graphics like this, maybe a little more upgraded, but I want a fun wrestling game." That's basically what it comes down to.
Really?
Yeah. Conrad, I said what I wanted. Look at this. What's going on, everybody? I'm just trying to look through here to see if I can get some different comments here. Jocelyn, what's going on? I'm in for the game no matter what, good or bad. This is my first time experiencing something developed from the ground up. Touche. That's another good point to remember while you're looking at this. The mods will help make the games better. Rollins on TV is 89 Batman Joker on Twitter. He's 99 Puffy talking about how much money he makes. I prefer Twitter fingers, Seth. You think they will cut Cody out? They have to cut Cody out. There's no way. All right, Sapphire King. Thank you for joining us. THQ is gone. Nordic Games just bought the THQ name and some other IPs out of bankruptcy. Thank you, E. I couldn't remember. The THQ longevity story is really sad. Swerve debut too late. He ain't gonna ship for sure. World Tour had an atrocious controls, but yet when playing it, you get it and love it. This is true. I love the 64 games. Me and Derek could tell you guys stories about that for a minute.
Absolutely.
But listen, we gave you guys about 20 minutes of this. We're going to keep following the details on this. Maybe I'll do something eventually where I can get like E or a couple of you guys to come on, B-Boy Skyline, Matt Lopez or something, and we can discuss this. I know Obi-Wan loves talking those too. We'll get into some of that stuff. But let's get into tonight's match card, bro. Tonight's match card. This bad boy was a doozy tonight. Yeah. We're going to start off with the opening match here. We had Jeff Hardy versus Bobby Fish. I don't know what their theme is even saying. I've never even understood it. And I've been to like a bunch of Ring of Honor shows, even where they were the champs. No clue what Bobby Fish and Kyle O'Reilly's theme says, but I love it. Jeff came out rocking the pink attire tonight. It was really good, man. But Adam Cole on commentary, Sting and Darby watching from the rafters, Derek. Bobby Fish went for a Falcon Arrow from the top rope. Jeff Hardy got kicked out, but locked into a heel hook. Jeff eventually gets to the top ropes, or he gets to the ropes, excuse me, and then he hits the Whisper in the Wind off the top rope and a Swanton Bomb, and Jeff Hardy gets the dub here. I don't think that was ever in question for you, right? Like, who had to win this?
No, it definitely wasn't in question. It's you push somebody who came from unsaid other company, and pretty much wrestling on a remembrance tour, basically, for Owen Hart. It's kind of like the final send off for Jeff Hardy to make this happen. So to have him move on, I thought it was good. I thought it was the right pick to have.
Yeah, and I see some people in here. Jesus said this was a fun match. Could Bobby Fish? How much fish could Bobby Fish fry? Bobby Fish could fry fish. It's a good question. Ask Matt Riddle. Bobby Fish and Jeff Hardy, two of the young stars of AEW. Come on with that now. Gotta have some people to reel in some of the fans who won't watch if it's not them. My God, Jeff Hardy fell on Bobby Fish like a sack of potatoes. Jeff was moving a little slow here. I noticed it a lot. He was off base a little bit at times, but I think it's just Jeff's style is finally catching up to him. So if you guys are Jeff Hardy fans, you better go out there. You got to appreciate Jeff Hardy now, because you're not going to have Jeff Hardy doing this stuff forever, You
by the looks of it, you may have him for the rest of this year, and that may be it.
Yeah. I think they need to alter Jeff's moveset a little bit and what his style is going to be. I think even with them, it might be good to have them do a lot of cinematic matches too. Once they get into like their full broken phase, you can do a lot with the Hardys here. I saw some people like arguing about like, should the Hardys like win any titles and stuff? So absolutely, they're the Hardy Boys. You can get away with it.
Yeah, you have to like let them get a run with the tag titles for a minute, and it don't even have to be that long. But let them get some kind of run with them.
Yeah, for sure. I love that we are getting Jeff Hardy and Darby Allin. Yes, that was announced tonight too, and I'll go over the tournament bracket after this. But yeah, Darby Allin and Jeff Hardy, that should be fun, bro. A lot of fans will like that. Jeff said he wants to stop doing the swanton, so I think it's coming soon. And thank God for other people's ribs. Laugh out loud. Right? I love Bobby Fish, but I hate fish. Sapphire, I don't know what you want me to tell you about that, bro. That's what it is. That's what it is. I also like Doja Cat. Doja Cat's got a song I like. I can't front. But Hardy's after the match, they have a little face-off, Derek, with the Young Bucks. And they look at each other, and everybody's always said since the beginning of time that they were ripping off the Hardy Boys. They wanted to be fake Hardy Boys they got the blonde hair, the brunette, they got the tie-dye pants and the headbands. I think they're gonna let them rip it up one good time, man. I would love to see them do like a TLC match with a bunch of other teams and let the Hardys go in there and be like the honorary legendary team. Then you've got the Bucks. You could rip it up, bro. Even if it's those two or a bunch of teams, they could have some fun matchups.
Oh yeah, you could definitely give that kind of match a go. It would be nice to see. I think at some point in time, you got to let the Hardys go up against the Bucks and just let it be that, and then let them go at it and just let them have like a good old fashioned classic match.
Right. The Bucks of Youth at Double or Nothing. Somebody said Doja Cat's got a little more than a song. I Love You Right by her and The Weeknd, because I love the weekends. You guys are tripping in the chat right now. Yeah, that's what we ended up getting. They get the face off, so it'll be interesting, bro. I'm happy too. I don't know if anyone caught this promo, but William Regal and the Blackpool Combat Club had a promo on Road 2, and this thing was money, Derek. They showed the entire thing. It was so freaking good, and they showed it on television tonight. And Wheeler Yuta has been announced for Best of the Super Juniors in New Japan. It's a tournament for the juniors. Really fun. I highly recommend people check it out. There's a lot of good competition in there. Highly recommend keeping your eyes on Alex Zane as well. A tremendous wrestler. Interviewed by Tiff, Queen of the Indies, a bunch of times, man. Lots of great talent in there. Like, I'm talking about almost every single person in there is going to put on some banger of a match. So it'll be fun. I highly recommend it. Getting into the next match here, though, Derek, we got BCC showing up tonight. The homies decided they wanted to fight, and they wanted to go up against the Butcher, the Blade, and Angelico. Really, really just a fight, bro. Just a fight.
Oh, yeah.
I thought it was a lot of fun here.
This was definitely fun. This was definitely brutal. I like what they're bringing to the table, as because it's got, like, I want to say not it's got like that old Gangs of London kind of feel to it.
The BCC?
Yeah.
What about the Butcher, the Blade, and Angelico? What do they remind you of?
Oh man, so
some Pineapple Express, some Weekend at Bernie's.
Pineapple Express, probably.
Yo, honestly, listen, I can't front. Angelico is nice, bro. Like, he really deserves a lot more respect. And the dance moves are on point. They're on point. Yeah. Now getting into this, the Butcher just jumped Moxley during Wild Thing. He's like, I'm sick of hearing this. He just clobbered him, just did not care. Starts putting the beat down on him. Butcher, Blade, and Angelico, excuse me, are really underrated, bro. Like, I just want people to know this. They're so good. And Yuta basically comes in. He takes the beating for BCC. Thank goodness. He's got another new attire. Yuta is not going back to tucking in those multicolored joints into the tennis shoes. Mox gets the hot tag. He clears house in this one, Derek. Danielson eventually gets a tag. He does a drop kick onto Angelico, starts stomping him. Then we see the elbows from everybody. They're just elbowing people, and he locks in that triangle choke. Danielson's on his back flexing. He loves to do that flex after he does it. He's just choking somebody out, and they get the win here. I want to see Butcher, Blade, and Angelico in a better spot, but I feel like it's not there yet for them. But BCC gets another dominating win, man. This is going to be some good stuff.
It is. It's definitely.
So you like this 6-man tag, this trios match?
This match was actually good.
Say it again. Say it again for Jesse. So Jesse can hear what's going on, Jesse. This was a good trios match. How good was it though, Derek?
I wouldn't say it was that good, bro.
Oh, here. See, I knew there had to be a slight coming.
Only because Angelico's leg sweep and Moxley jumping over the leg sweep and wasn't nowhere close to it. That kind of got me a little bit, bro.
Moxley did flip over the table, but it didn't break. So it's there. It's there. That was for BJ, because I told him that I was getting those. That Regal promo was dope. Yes, I love Regal coming out with his manager. Who is Jack Evans? Sapphire, you need to look up Wrestling Society X that was on MTV. Jack Evans is that boy. He was nice. He is nice, I should say. Check out Jack Evans, bro. Really good stuff. Blackpool Combat Club is dope as star. Okay, love you, friends. Bye, everyone. All right, Sapphire, thank you. Tonight, Butcher, Blade, and Angelico reminded me of a bottle of water filled with petroleum jelly. I don't even want to know what that means, E. Mox and Brian should go for the tag titles while Yuta's in Japan. I think that could happen. They're number 3, I think, in the tag ranks right now. So it could happen. I'm not sleeping on it. I would love it.
I would love it too. I think that's you got to give them a good run. You can't give it to them and then they have a short run.
BJ said he wants BCC versus Suzuki-gun. Listen, I'm telling you guys this. I'm still predicting this. The main event of that show, AEW versus New Japan, it should be Moxley and Danielson versus Okada and Tanahashi. Give me Punk versus Kenta. You have matches lined up and they will work. I promise you. Let it just happen. We got some people are just trashing Jack Evans in the comments, and I will not stand for that slander. Show some respect to them, homie, man. He was good, man. If you haven't checked out his stuff in other feds, man, I'm telling you, he did a lot of good stuff outside of AEW too. Yes, BJ, but Mox is beefing with Ospreay. Yeah, that's true. That is true. We got a 4-way coming up for the IWGP US title. Azan did. I forgot to mention this, Derek. You saw Stu Grayson.
Oh yeah,
possibly gone from AEW. I thought Stu was really good. I don't know what happened there with the stuff. It hurt, man. E, what are you doing to me, bro? What are you doing? What do you got me talking about on air? Huh? I'm done. I'm done. Trying to get me in trouble. I really want Danielson versus ZSJ. Stu Grayson, nobody cares. We care. We care, damn it. Powerhouse Hobbs and Ricky Starks, Derek. They are looking to get their AEW tag team title shots. But Jungle Boy says, before you get your tag title shot, I want to issue a challenge to that FTW championship. You never defend Ricky Starks.
Right. Exactly. Ricky.
So I thought we were going to get away from it for 1 week and he was going to forget.
It ain't happening, brother. It ain't happening.
Never that. So that match is made for next week. Swerve and Keith Lee are continuing to talk about they want payback, though, in the next segment. So they're reminding you they got a problem with Hobbs and Stark still.
Oh, yeah.
So issues be damned. This feud is going to continue.
Dude, like I actually like how this feud is going. Like it's got to be like, what? So question. So who had the best tag team? Basically, tag team beef that really culminated to something that was like, damn, that was cold. That whole beef was cold.
I don't know.
Because I feel like this could happen.
So you think that they could have some type of crazy match coming up?
Yes.
They'll deliver, bro. They'll deliver. I don't know. I feel like I said, dude, right now, tag team wrestling in AEW, that is their bread and butter. I think that's the thing they do the best right now is they have so many tag teams. And Hobbs and Starks aren't even really like a tag team. Right. Not viewed that way, at least. I mean, I know they're in the same group, but Undisputed Elite versus Bullet Club. Kenny showing up after? Could be BJ. Ricky Starks has been a fighting champ against Swerve, Jay Lethal, and Matt Sydal. I want to see Mox, Bryan, Joe Punk all in the G1. Last year was boring. I don't think Tony's giving them all that now. You may get one or two, but you ain't getting four of his guys. Best Friends, Proud and Powerful. Yeah, they got a lot of good tag teams. I'm telling you. Let's get into the next matchup here, Derek. We have the Mystery Man match. Wardlow versus MJF's mystery opponent. Wardlow comes out, no music and in handcuffs. MJF and Sean Spears come out, and he says that tonight you are going to be facing the big dub. W. Morrissey comes out, Derek. And I thought, I can't front the former Big Cass. He looked good, bro. He was in shape. He was trimmed. He was ready to win, bro.
Absolutely, yeah. He was definitely in nice shape. I was never a big fan of WC Morrissey, but
call my man WC Morrissey. Just W.
Nah, it gotta be WC Morrissey, bro. just because I know him as Big Cass. It's gotta be WC Morrissey.
William Cass Morrissey.
See? Told you.
Yo, foolishness. He did good though, I thought.
Nah, he did.
What'd you think of the Enzo chants? You had some fans when they were on the outside. Let's go Enzo. Or no, we want Enzo. No, we don't. We want Enzo.
I'm on the side of not having Enzo. I thought W Morrissey was definitely better by himself in unsaid company. And
Put the respect on Impact's name and say Impact. Don't tell me something about said company.
And Enzo was only good for the mic, bro. That was it.
Yeah, I think Enzo will be a good manager. I don't think Enzo should be in the ring though.
Yeah, no,
not often at least.
No, in ring, no. I mean, every once in a while, but not consistently.
You know what the problem is? He's jacked though. Like Enzo's in great shape, and you're like he should be in the ring. I don't know though. W Morrissey was saying F Enzo stuff. Yeah, he got pissed because he wanted the attention on him, not Enzo. Enzo's not there, and people are chanting for him. That Morrissey match surprised me. Great loan by Impact to AEW. That's a fact, Azan. Dub C Morrissey, Cass C walking now like Def Jam fight for New York. Enzo is goofy off in MLW. I don't know what. I haven't seen him in MLW yet. I'm behind on my MLW viewings, but this match was good. Morrissey had a nice boss man slam. Had it. I wish I had the boss man theme so you guys could hear just the bum 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 bum. I'm mad you just did the nightstick, bro. Yo, after you hit the boss man slam, I don't know if anybody caught this, but I'm gonna give a shout out to a fan. And if you watch this, you better send this to this fan. He was on the hard camera side and he was wearing that Mark Henry pink salmon jacket.
Oh.
I don't know if anyone saw this, but he popped so hard for that boss man slam. The man jumped up. Like, you know how the camera's just looking at him. You can see him jump up. He was like, oh, yeah. He was so hyped. And I love that dude for it. I had to write that down when I was taking notes. I was like, this dude's funny. So after that, Wardlow hits a nice moonsault from the top rope. I felt like it was shades of Cody a little bit when in the cage match. Maybe a little tribute to him. I don't know. But he hits the moonsault, lands on his feet, power bombs W Morrissey, but only once. I like it. It was like respect. He wasn't going to just treat him like he was just some nobody. And after that, he gets the pin. He gets the dub. And security comes in to handcuff him. Wardlow says, I don't feel like being handcuffed right now, and just starts dropping people left and right. Just boom, 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 bump and feed, bump and feed. And he was knocking everybody down. They made Wardlow look like a beast in this segment, bro.
Yeah, they did.
MJF comes out and he says, listen, he says he wants a match before he gets his, and he wants his release. So he wants to fight MJF and he wants his release. MJF says, I'll propose a match. But he has a couple of conditions. That's the MJF classic. You want to fight me? You got to do what I want you to do. So he's going to have some conditions. But he said he's not revealing it in a dump like Maryland. Fans boo. And he says that it'll happen in the most magical place in the world. Disney World. Kidding. Long Island, his hometown. So they're going to go to the Strong Eye and set this all up. So it'll be interesting to see what he pulls out from this.
City of the Long Island iced tea.
Rob said CW McCall because we got a little convoy rocking through the night. Rob, stop it. Don't encourage this man. The Bull of Woods Wardlow. The Bull of the Woods Wardlow. Not enough security. Wardlow looked fire, Deanna said. MJF, the worst. A said, Long Island. It's going to be fun, man. I'm really liking what they've done with this feud. They've built up Wardlow nicely, and he has kept the popularity. It hasn't really waned. So I think they're doing good stuff in this feud. Tony Schiavone is backstage, Derek. He's speaking with his friend, Dr. Britt Baker and Jamie Hayter. And Tony Storm and Ruby Soho, they're setting up a tag match for Rampage. Special start time on Rampage, 5:30 Eastern Standard Time this week. So make sure your DVRs are set for it. Should be a good match. I like what they did here. Not too much to say about it.
No.
The next segment is what I really want to talk about, and I'm going to get through this too. They set up another match for Rampage with Lethal, Sanjay Dutt, and Satnam Singh. Lethal is going to be taking on a young man from DDT. I think it was, I can't remember, is it Tashika? Did I say that right? Tashika.
I
I think that's how you say it.
Yeah.
He's been on DDT. He was on the House Always Wins card, and he was on Dark Elevation. He beat Brandon Cutler, so he's okay in my book. He should be a fun matchup for Lethal, though. I want to see what they can do against each other. But now, this is what I want to talk about real quick. We get a promo from Adam Hangman Page. They're setting up Double or Nothing. He's the world champ. And for all the people, this is my promo that I'm calling. The internet told me Adam Page doesn't cut good promos. He's had banger of matches, cut good promos. I'm not letting people get away with the slander without proof. You may be interested in more things, but don't tell me Adam Page isn't good. He proved it. Good. He's damn good. He's damn good, bro. He came out. He kind of turned heel tonight. He said there's not going to be a Bret Hart type match. He says he's going to destroy CM Punk. They zoomed in on a WWE shirt, actually, that a fan was wearing that was Punk's. And he was like, I'm going to destroy CM Punk in this match. And he was talking wild, like he didn't care about anything, bro. What did you think of this promo, Derek?
Man, you know what? This is a promo that needed to happen because a lot of people were saying that Hangman Adam Page can't cut a promo. He just goes up there and speaks maybe 5 minutes because the other half of that promo is just him standing there like, talking, looking around. But this was a promo for Hangman. This was fire. This was cold. I like to see this kind of edge out of Hangman. This is going to be an A+ banger for me.
Some cowboy-ish. BJ said that segment felt pointless, and why isn't Tony talking? I think the segment's just to set up a match, BJ. It's kind of a grudge match between all of them and basing off of their past. E has put in the proper way of forming this. It's Takeshka. So thank you, E, for putting that in there. Now, here's the weird thing. I try to read through all of this. I don't know if you guys understand this, but Derek has seen me take notes. Sometimes I am speaking the notes because stuff is happening so fast. This is a problem with Dynamite. Sometimes it moves too fast. That's why I'm always like, slow the fuck down. You gotta slow down sometimes. And my notes, while I said them, it's not. I know that's not how you spell his name because I wrote it right later on in the card down below. So thank you for that. I did not like Hangman playing heel on this, though. Was he playing a heel?
I think it was just getting the point across.
Yeah, he was like, I'm not going to be a chump. I'm the champ. I'm beating you. That's it. Tempers can flare a little with two baby faces. I'm sure Punk's going to come back. He's going to be a little bit of a jerk, too. It's going to be fun. I like this. Smart move turning Hangman heel or heelish because he isn't getting cheered in Vegas. Hangman needs to be the heel in this feud. Okay, people are all saying that. Man, Page got a fire promo that he needed to do tonight. So a lot of people are agreeing with Derek on this. Chucky said cowboy trash. You hating, Chucky.
Come on, Chuck.
Come on, Chuckaroo. Stop the hate, bro. Stop the hate. I don't want Hangman to put a spur in you. So watch it. Next up, Derek, we had Santana with Ortiz versus Chris Jericho and the Jericho Appreciation Society. What did you think of this match?
I thought it was good. I definitely thought it was good. I think that this would have hit a little bit better if this was more of a pay-per-view match for me. Just because there's so much animosity between the two, but I guess you save it because you got the bigger match coming up soon.
Yeah, what's up with Chris Jericho's new name now too? The Wizard. He didn't want to be the influencer apparently, so now he's the Wizard. I was like Merlin, that's what I really wanted to say. I was like, what are we talking about here? The technical wizardry of Chris Jericho. Jericho's trying to get whatever he can over right now. They brawled on the outside. Santana got drop kicked on the steel steps, bro. After the commercial, we saw him hit the three amigos. I like that he pointed up to the sky when he did them. Hit a frog splash on Jericho. This one had some fight to it a little bit. Eddie is still out. Eddie Kingston. He got a fireball to his face last week. So hopefully he's recovering. But this set them up to be in a situation where it was 5-on-2. Low blow, Judas effect. Jericho gets the win. And then they put a beat down, or as they like to say in the rest of the world, an ass whipping onto Santana and Ortiz. 5-on-2. It's been a game of the numbers. Who is going to fill in is the question. Some people say it's LAX. Some people think it'll be a tag team from AEW. They need backup, and I think that's the key to this story, is who's going to finally help these guys.
Yeah, it has to be a big surprise, though. It can't just be something that you expect all the time. It's got to be something bigger.
The Wizard Jericho, people are writing in the chat. Santana did look great out there. I will say that. The boy who lived Jericho, because the magic he pulled last week on Eddie. The magic he pulled on. That's why he's the Wizard. Not saying that now. Not saying that. These segments aren't working for me because it makes PNP and Eddie look dumb for always fighting outnumbered. It's supposed to listen. We all know baby faces are stupid. Dumb baby face syndrome has been existing in this. I don't want to know, in pro wrestling since the beginning of time. You know what? I'll fight all 8 of you by myself if I got to. That's just what baby faces do, bro. They're stupid. They're dumb. LAX B-Boy Skyline says, I don't know if you're going to get LAX, though. Maybe that could happen. Slow down now, E. Also, I haven't enjoyed anything Jericho has done since the MJF stuff. Oh, come on now. I like that match with Kingston. I thought that was really interesting what they did. I think Jericho's been delivering. He's been a lot better, I think, than before that, when he was like, they were getting to that point of unbearable. I think it was what Derek said. He needed a break, and now he's a little bit better. Yeah, so after that, we get a match beatdown, 5-on-2. We get Samoa Joe. He says he's coming for Jay Lethal on Rampage this week, so Joe has basically set the table. He says that it's happening. Then we get 2 of our favorite tag teams here, Derek, the Gun Club and the Acclaim. The Gun Club see the Acclaim are writing their raps, and they say, we have a gift for you. They open up the gift, and usually it's a gag, a heel turn's coming here, or something's about to happen. Nope, they gave him scissors. And then they all did the scissor taunt and had way too much fun. And then Max Caster, the best part was it all ended finally when he pulled out the real scissors to try to put them in there. Like, yo, what are you doing, bro? My bad. I got carried away, bro. Carried away. But I like that these guys are a team. I think they're undefeated as a when they have like 8-man tags too. So,
but you know what though? These are 2 good tag teams that are, in my opinion, that should get a little bit more burn, just because of how they performed. I think the Gun Club can be a real competitor, and I also think Max Caster and I'm drawing a blank on his name.
Anthony Bowens.
Yeah, Anthony Bowens. I definitely think they could be a good contender as well.
They're the future of the tag division, bro.
They are. They really are, and I can't wait to see it, because I think that'll be the culmination of, for both teams, like, yo, listen, we started out slow because we had to, but now that we got the opportunity, this is what we are.
Yeah, so all good stuff here. Then Varsity Blondes call out the House of Black. Now, Derek, I got to get your thoughts on this, because I thought this was going to really lead to something. No bueno from you? But you shaking your head, bro. Me and Rob just had a conversation about this. There was a news article. Jim Cornette says that this is a fail. The House of Black has been a fail.
Oh, I don't think the House of Black has been a fail.
But what about this segment tonight?
No, actually,
so let me set the stage for you real quick. Varsity Blondes said they were going to call them out on AEW Dark. They did that. They called them out tonight. They made their entrance. They got a whole entrance and everything. But Julia Hart was sitting out there, and they basically put a beat down on them. It was 3-on-2, and they gave Julia the chair. And Julia Hart didn't use the chair, but Malachi went up and ripped the eye patch off, but she covered her eye so you could never see it.
Right.
What are they doing with this? Like, what's happening?
I don't know,
You
bro.
made it seem like we were gonna get some big unveiling. We didn't get anything.
No. Yeah, I think with this whole situation with Julia Hart, I think it's taking a little too long as to what what it's supposed to be. If it's supposed to be a big reveal of her um accepting what is happening to her and joining them, it's got to go a little bit faster than that, or it's got to happen sooner, because or there has
The
to be
problem
something.
is that it's not on TV enough, these guys, like, for this story to
True.
continue. It's kind of like you're going back. You're like, what happened last time? They were all okay. And I feel like Malachi has went backwards. Malachi should be in that main event TNT picture right now. And he's like fallen wayside. And it's similar to the Andrade stuff. And we're just like, dude, these guys feel lost a little bit. Like, we got to get them going. We got to get them doing something.
Yeah.
I just don't know. I don't know what's going to happen with this. I guess it's the wait and see approach. We'll have more on it once it's time. But and the save was made too by Death Triangle. So I don't think that's done either. You know what I mean? Like, this is all weird.
Right. And I think that's part of the problem, because they still have this ongoing feud with them. But you also have the whole Varsity Blondes and Julia Hart situation too, because the last time we saw Julia Hart, she was sitting on the outside of the ring during the match, and nothing happened.
Yeah, it's a lot of nothing happening with this. Rob said this segment was awful, made Edge's crap on Raw look great by comparison. You know I ain't letting you get away with that. I have hated this new Edge gimmick. I don't like this either. Not a fan. Pillman flushed any goodwill he had down the drain on Twitter, and the Varsity Blondes ain't hitting anymore. House of Black is completely lost, Rob says. Told you, Rob was not feeling it. He's like, they're done in his eyes. Like, they got to do something.
Yeah,
Turn this around.
They really need a bigger feud. Honestly, like I feel like
I think even lumping them together is a problem. It's too much without trios titles. What are we doing? What are we fighting for? Like I said, let's give it the wait and see. I want to see if they can correct this, or if they can finally get out of this feud and move forward. That's what needs to happen, in my opinion.
Honestly, bro, I mean, I would like to say,
great point, Matt Lopez. He said the segment should have been cut shorter, more time for the main event.
Yeah. I hate to admit this, but it is a fact. WWE has always had the eye for dark segments and dark feuds, i.e., like the greatest, in my opinion, the greatest feud that was dark, but you felt all the passion.
Dark Carnival versus Chronic.
Nah, hell no, bro.
You liked ICP with Vampiro and Great Muta? Don't front. The Dark Carnival, baby.
I did, but no.
you said the Shield versus who?
The Wyatts. Like that had like the drama to it, or the Wyatts going after John Cena and the whole legacy thing.
You know, another match I would love for them to have. See, these trios titles, Derek, I know you think like they're not going to help, but see, Derek's invested in the House of Black, and I think they will end up helping, bro. Could you imagine Kenny Omega and the Young Bucks versus the House of Black? Then you could have some fun. Could you imagine? I didn't even mind what they did with Death Triangle, but once you start putting some of those fun trios together, the Dark Order, I think they need to go up against the Dark Order, destroy them then. I think the Dark Order's got to break up now at this point.
They have to.
It's over, bro. Like, they got to just start splitting some of these guys up. Like, some of you are going to Ring of Honor. Some of you are going to be doing this, that, whatever the plans are for them. But I think this is they can use them to break up that group to do something different.
You could. I would break them up. I mean, if you want to keep the Dark Order, I would break them up and reestablish what they were in the beginning. Like rehash that and polish it up like you were in at one point before Brody Lee came in.
I think you need to decide, like, do you want Silver to be separate? Do you want Reynolds and him to be a team? Like, just make some decisions on what you want them to be. Is Colt going to be on Ring of Honor? Do you want Colt to still be part of this whole thing? You know what I mean? I think everything that happened with Brody lumped them together and they were stuck as baby faces for a while. I think you could switch some of that out and try to fix it. Maybe you guys in the chat can tell me if I'm wrong on that. I just like to hear if you guys think that's a good idea for the Dark Order, or do you think they should keep them together? We got a segment here with TBS champion Jade Cargill and two of her baddies, Red Velvet and Kiera Hogan. They are trying to set up. Red Velvet has moved on, and she says she's going to win that Owen Hart Cup. We'll see if that actually happens here, but should be fun. I like what they're doing with that group, giving Jade a little bit of a faction. This matchup here, this is kind of my sleeper match of the night, Derek. I cannot front, bro. Dante Martin versus Ray Phoenix, bro. This was high flying heaven. When we talk about AEW Fight Forever, this is what people want to be able to do in the game. And Ray Phoenix and Dante Martin are perfect examples of what people need to have in here.
Oh, yeah.
It was a lot of fun in this match. Lots of high flying action. Did you enjoy this, Derek?
Oh, yeah. This is what I want to see out of these kinds of wrestlers. Like, leave the high flying stuff for the high flying wrestlers. Like, I get like big men can do it too, but at some point it's got to stop, because sometimes the big men get a little too much burn with the high flying moves, and I'm not all about that at all. So when you have a match like this, like, I'm totally invested, because I already know how the move set is going to be, how the tempo is going to be. And it just bodes well for the competition, and it makes it look a whole lot better when you have the right people doing it.
I see a lot of people agreeing with us about Dark Order as well in the chat. Yeah, so we got in this matchup, we got a reverse Spanish fly by Ray Phoenix. I don't think I've ever seen that hit before. That was pretty dope. We saw a pop-up powerbomb cutter. We saw both men do a flip from the top rope, like they did a backflip, landed, and then they did the whole like hold each other, look, duck. Phoenix was great here. Dante Martin goes for his moonsault finisher. Phoenix sees it. He catches him, gets him. He knees him in the head a couple times. It hits him with like a driver. I just said it was like a Phoenix driver. I don't know what you want to call that, but Phoenix hits it, and he gets the win. Fun match, though, for Dante Martin. I love it. This was like what I want to see out of luchador matches. Like, if you ever need a quick banger to put on an opener, something for a pay-per-view, let these guys go out there and do that again. Give them more time.
Let them set the tempo, because that's really what you need, is something like this to set the tempo, to get you hyped.
Let me see here. This was match of the night for me, BJ said. I would not be mad at that. Nah, Derek, that's Titan Tower mentality. Let them big men fly. He said you thinking like Vince. Let them rock. Also, I love Dark Order. They get such a pop when they come out too, just aren't featured well. I don't know, BJ. I think it's a mix, bro. It's a mix, man. Like,
because they can't do what they were doing.
Like, it's not the original like, you remember Derek loved the original Dark Order. If you watch some of our early reviews, and then the Dark Order became this thing that it wasn't anymore because of what happened with Brody, and everybody loved them because you had to at that point. You felt for those dudes. They were crying on stage. They had lost one of their friends. And I think now we have to like start saying, okay, let's get this thing back on track. I know that it's going to affect a lot of people, though. -1's involved in this. There's a lot. There's more to it. There's a lot of moving parts, I'll say.
Yeah. It sucks, because you may have to keep it that way because -1 is there, but for a lot of people it's not working, just like it wasn't working in the beginning. But then once they started polishing it out, then it was working. And then you had Brody Lee come in, then it was on point. And then now it's just like, now that he's gone, how do you continue that? But then how do you take it away from -1?
Right. And I see some people say I'm with E on this one. Listen, there's going to be big guys, though, who can't fly. Listen, bro, if I'm 7 foot, you can tell me to go off the top rope all you want. Them knees are bad already, bro. I ain't jumping off no top rope. Y'all tripping. But you'll get a pop. I don't care about no daggone pops. You can do something else.
Yeah, you'll get a pop, all right. Kneecap's gone.
What happened to him? Well, you know what? They love that dog. They love that dog. They're gonna take you out back and be like, "Yeah, that contract's done, buddy." Dark Order gets large pops. Seen it live. Them and Thunder Rosa. That is true. And this is the point I want to make tonight as well to finish up real quick here. You know what? Before I get into her segment, let's run over everything. So the Owen Hart Foundation tournament, the men's brackets have been set, Derek. Ray Phoenix versus Kyle O'Reilly on this side, on the left. And Samoa Joe, excuse me. Samoa Joe.
Gotcha. So this bracket for the men's segment definitely looks like it's gonna hit. When it does come about, it's something that we need. It's something that we need, and yeah, I can't wait. I can't wait. It's definitely gonna hit hard.
Oh man. Oh, I sound like Jake the Snake.
Caesar.
Samoa Joe versus the Joker in this. Jeez Louise. Sorry about my voice. On the other side, Adam Cole versus Dax Harwood and Jeff Hardy versus Darby Allin. Big matchups.
Huge matchup.
Joker.
Bro, I don't know. That's I don't know, bro. Guy, you got me on that one. That one. I'm excited to see what that's gonna be like.
Get some water, bro. That ain't helping right now. Y'all don't want to know. Someone said they're having difficulty with the stream. Maybe I'm having difficulty right now. Bro, am I watching you die? Basically. I need to throw a virtual cough drop. Facts. The Joker's Doja Cat. Samoa Joe, wonder who it could be. Uh-oh. Someone saying Cesaro. I can see it.
Ooh, if that's Cesaro, bro,
I like it. I think Conrad's gonna need Kane to show up like he did Mr. T at the Hall of Fame to get him to wrap it up. We value you, dude. Suzuki, somebody said. Could be. Sapphire's asking, can I be a mod? Show up for a few weeks and everything posted, brother. And I'll let you know. Let me see here. So we got Thunder Rosa comes out on the stage. They set up her and Deeb. I thought this was very well done. They gave them a lot of time and put a prestige on the championship here. I look forward to it, Derek. I'm going to keep it short and sweet with it. I don't know. What did you think of this segment? Hype for the match?
Yeah, absolutely. I think Serena Deeb and Thunder Rosa. Oh, excuse me, Thunder Rosa. I think that match would be super dope. I will say I think Serena Deeb will lose this match, but she will lose. I'm willing to say she's going to lose because Sheeta's music will hit and she'll be distracted.
Touche. You're probably right about that. Going through that, like I said, I can't wait. Double or Nothing. We know the two main matches, and now we have the women's championship match decided. Rampage special start time 5:30 Eastern again. Dr. Britt Baker, Jamie Hayter versus Toni Storm, Ruby Soho, Jay Lethal versus young man from DDT. Yo, crazy how he spells his name. Takeshita? Takeshita? If I'm saying it wrong, I apologize right now, but my apologies. Hook versus JD Drake. Yuka Sakazaki versus Riho for Owen Hart Women's Cup qualifier.
Mm-hmm.
Next week on Dynamite, Darby Allin versus Jeff Hardy and Adam Cole versus Dax Harwood. Those should be some good matchups. MJF and Wardlow contract signing. Ricky Starks versus Jungle Boy and CM Punk versus John Silver. We'll be covering that next week, probably in similar fashion for you guys again. And then main event time, Derek. ROH Women's Championship. I'm not going to run through all of the moves and every single thing that happened in this one, but it was for the Women's Championship. We had Impact Wrestling's Deonna Purrazzo versus Mercedes Martinez. Deonna did not follow Code of Honor. Picture-in-picture, like, ruined most of this match, half of it, I would say. Deonna was looking for the armbar. Mercedes was able to counter. She locked in the Romero special. Beats her with that Dragon Sleeper. Takes her out and gets the W. Women featured in two main event segments tonight. Think about that. They were the last two segments on the show.
Yes. I definitely feel like this was taken away from them. Just for the simple fact that the promo was too long, and I felt like this was over in like a matter of seconds because it just didn't feel that long.
It was the picture-in-picture, too. It didn't help. Like, when picture-in-picture pops up, it crushes a lot of the time on the match.
Bro, I can't stand picture-in-picture. Like, it's cool for, like...
Wait, what if it's restaurant quality?
Nah, bro. I don't want it. Let the matches happen. Stop doing the picture-in-picture. Do it for certain things. Not every single match, because... This was unfair for them, bro. Like this was an important match that pretty much got taken away because of the promo and because of the picture-in-picture. So they really couldn't get we couldn't get the full appreciation of how good the match could have been because of that. So somewhere down the line, you have to cut that out.
Right. By God, Derek. By God. Main event shouldn't get picture-in-picture, Matt Lopez says. Yeah, maybe that's something they could save. Like I said, when you're cramming too much shit into a show, things are going to get lost. Things are going to feel not as important. That goes back to me with the House of Black stuff tonight. None of it felt important. You could have just kept that off the show.
Yeah.
Put that shit on dark if that's what you want to do.
Yeah, so sometimes you got to know when to highlight the best and cut the rest. Bars.
Glad we got a promo segment between Rosa and Deeb. Save for picture-in-picture. Laughing at all of us watching on Fight TV. LOL. I mean, it's either picture-in-picture or straight up ads with no match. Touche. I respect it. They got to get their bread. It's just sometimes, though, it does take away from it. No matter what you're saying, commercials taken away from the match. So, and I get it. You want it's a different day and age too. It's not like in the Attitude Era where they planned out everything. Shorten the matches then on TV to avoid it.
Exactly.
Sapphire, absolutely. About the support thing, I just cannot talk right now. As I was just telling E put it up, and the name again for me, I just was in panic mode, bro. I couldn't say it. I couldn't talk. My throat is like dying right now, really badly. And I'm trying to avoid it without coughing again. So I'm going to end this show tonight right here where it is. Derek, I thank you for doing this the way that we ended up doing it. Thank you to everybody who was in the chat. Leave your comments after we end this. Please just go in the comment section. Tell me what you thought of the show. Rate it out of 10. Thumbs up, thumbs down. I'll greatly appreciate it. Leave me a comment and I'll reply to you guys afterwards. That'll probably be easier than me talking right now. So for myself and the man they call Derek, thank you guys so much for watching a little Everything Pro Wrestling with us. We are out. One.
Everyday pro wrestling, they can never be you. Listen to the podcast for the people, the best show that's here, so listen in. Let the knowledge begin, the opinions, the lesson, yes. For the fans, not many in this can understand, This the podcast to show you who I am, Conrad Cushman, the legend in the plans, Please listen every day to the showcase. The opinions and knowledge that anyone can take. Showing you how it is done. Proving I am number one. What a legend becomes. This is now my time to show you that I am here. This podcast just to make it loud and clear. By the fans, for the fans, not many whose head can understand everything pro wrestling, they can never be you. Listen to the podcast here for the people, the best show that's here, so listen in. Let the knowledge begin, the opinion and the lesson, yes. Everyday pro wrestling, they can never be you. Listen to the podcast for the people, the best show that's here, so listen in. Let the knowledge begin, the opinions, the lesson, yes.